Filmmaking relationships in the industry are probably the number one indicator for having a long and successful filmmaking career.
And welcome back to It's a Buff Nerds production. Out here with Jacob Owens, Sam King, doing it. Buff Nerds. You guys are killing it. Great job, all my performers. Great job. Doors coming down.
This is the fun shit right here. This is the fun shit.
In this video, I'm going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at a recent music video I was just a camera operator on. It was a new Corey Taylor music video for his new single, Beyond. And the director of that music video and project had hit me up a few weeks prior to the shoot and asked me to come on set to run specialty camera and bring all of my Prism Lens Effects toys and do a lot of creative and fun shots, with whether it was with the A team, B team, and especially on the master performance. So I'm going to let some of that behind the scenes footage ride out and play out here so you guys can have a look at the project and all of the really cool kind of looks and setups that we did at this abandoned water park. And then after that behind the scenes footage plays, I really want to talk to you guys about relationships in the filmmaking industry, because I have a very unique story pertaining to the director of this project and how I've worked with him over the last 10 years and how the relationship with him has led to some of the biggest opportunities in my filmmaking career, and just how relationships in general, besides his relationship, our relationship, that have led to the other big projects in my career. Because relationships in this industry, if you want to maintain a long career, are absolutely crucial and very, very important. And I think I have an interesting story and perspective to share with Dale Rage, the director of this video. So cue the behind the scenes footage, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little behind the scenes look.
I'll stop him in a couple spots.
Yeah,
Probe him up.
that's a great idea. Great idea. So let's do that.
Cool.
50 mil. Nice, Jason. And then what I'm gonna do in post, I'm gonna actually have a guy add some pink smoke background, so when you when you eventually see it, it'll look like it's a tunnel from your distance.
Right.
You go
right.
there.
Okay.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that look kind of into the day of this production. It was a rather large production. There's probably well over 150, 200 people there, from extras, cast, and crew. And so it was a pretty massive undertaking. I think there was a total of 4 to 5 cameras running around in total, one of which was my camera and my unit, the red Komodo, and we shot on Cook S4Is. And then with those Cook S4Is, I played with a lot, like I said, a lot of our Prism Lens Effects filters to get kind of unique, trippy in-camera effects for a lot of the master performances, as well as a few other B-roll shots. But I really want to touch on is the relationship aspect of being a filmmaker. So much of the industry is connections and who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's holds so true. You've heard that phrase time and time again, but that phrase holds true, especially within the filmmaking industry. If you were to take it back to even just like a small scale look, and you look at my team and my production company, when I have a job and I'm greenlit on a project, the people on that job are people I have relationships with, whether it's personal or work that I've worked with over the years. When a job comes up, I'm not hiring random Joe Schmoes off the street. I'm bringing in people I know, people I trust. And if it is someone I trust and we need to fill a position, I'm asking that person I know, like, hey, do you have any friends that could fulfill this role? And they're reaching out to their contacts and who they know. So the industry as a whole is all who you know and networking. Yes, you have to be talented, but beyond just being talented, you need to have a network and have built relationships. And why this is a topic I want to touch on, is specifically showing you guys this behind the scenes footage, is when I was coming up, before I even moved to LA, I was presented the opportunity to edit a music video that Rage, the director of this video, had directed. The video did not come out great, and so the artist had me direct it the artist had me edit it super last minute, and I put the video together and it came out the very next day. This all happened within like 24 to 48 hours, and Rage, the director, was like hitting up the artist like, yo, who edited this video? And he told him that I had edited it, and Rage got in contact with me. And then shortly thereafter, a lot of these kind of projects that were coming his way, he just started throwing me opportunities, and I was crushing them. I was hungry. I was young. I didn't even live in LA. I didn't even live in LA yet. And I think a perfect example of kind of building that relationship is there was a project not long after that. It was a smaller budget video, around like a $5,000 budget video that Rage was directing for this one artist. I had drove out to LA from Arizona. I shot that video. We wrapped at like 10, 11 at night. I drove all the way home to Arizona and didn't go to sleep. Dumped the footage, edited, colored, exported, and sent him an edit the next day by 1 p.m. that was good to be released. And he was just like, oh, this kid wants it. And from there on out, just opportunity after opportunity was thrown my way with him, and we just continued to build that relationship and that bond, and it led to many other projects along the way. And so here we are 10 years later, a decade later, from 2012 to 2023, 11 years, and he's still feeding me opportunities, still hitting me up, still calling me like, yo, I need you to come op on this gig. And so that's why it's so important to maintain relationships, that's why it's so important to build relationships, to maintain those relationships, and continue fostering those relationships as well as new ones. The industry, like I said, is all who you know, and you won't get anywhere without having good relationships with people, whether it's labels, directors, producers, artists, etc. And even when I was starting out and I was doing the Buff Nerds YouTube channel and was blowing up doing these music videos for artists, I had great relationships with these artists, and I built off of that, and I was able to build a giant Rolodex and body of work with these artists that would come back to me time and time again for videos. And that's ultimately how I kind of like built and blew my career up as a music video director, was doing all of these music videos for artists that I had relationships with that would come to me for video after video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, you took something away from it, and are able to apply it to your life and your business. If you want to see a more in-depth, like hour-long breakdown behind the scenes video on that music video, we have a raw behind the scenes and breakdown over on Tropicolor, our on-set pass membership. It's an hour long, kind of raw on the set, hear the conversations and hear what's going on, and just really see how this whole production was put together. So if you want to see more on that and get a lot deeper in the insight onto a production of that size and magnitude, go check that out over at tropicolor.com through our on-set pass membership. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much. Peace. See you on the next one.